First Alert Weather with Joy Alone is sponsored by St. Francis Healthcare System.
Hope you're having a good day so far. Let's dive right into why we're in a First Alert Action Day. Looking at the Doppler network, though, not much going on right now. Just looking at some areas with some drizzle, some mist. You can see a lot of that precipitation is near the Rolla area. That will move eastward as we go on throughout the day. But for now, our biggest threat are wind gusts. We're looking at gusts going from 35, 40, 45 miles per hour over the next few hours. And that is before any of these storms reach us. Now, here is a nice list of what we could potentially see today with some of these storms entering the region. Our tornado threat is low. It's not zero. There's a possibility for a couple of spin-ups because we have very strong wind shear, meaning that the winds are pushing and could do a little bit of a spin-up. Now, the high winds, that is our biggest impact for today. That is the reason we are in that First Alert Action Day. We could see some damaging wind gusts associated with some storms along the boundary. Maybe 55 to 60 mile per hour gusts are possible. So definitely want to watch to see when those storms will enter your area. Large hail is a very slight possibility. No concern for flooding. Now here's Futurecast. We could see that parts of drizzle and mist across the heartland. Very strong breeze out of the south here. So again, pretty gusty winds. I think some areas were marking 30 miles per hour already. Now here's around 5 o'clock. We can start to see some of that precipitation enter the region. Again, some areas still looking at some mist, but you could see some of these red spots, so a little bit stronger of storms and precipitation entering the region. I will say that in our western counties, we should probably expect to start to see stronger storms enter around 7 o'clock. If we see any of these little purple spots, that's a pretty mature storm, and that's something that we need to watch out for. So we do have some higher dew points than what we're forecasted for, and that allows for some more energy in the atmosphere. And so these storms are going to start feeding off of that as we enter the night. Now, the good news is that there's no sunshine at 7 o'clock, so we can't really generate more energy. We just have a lot of moisture and a decent amount of energy that we could see a couple of strong storms. Here we go. This is around 8 o'clock near the Poplar Bluff region. So just something to keep in mind. Again, damaging winds, that's the thing that we are looking out for. And as these storms formulate into more of a line, we could see a couple of stronger storms appear on Futurecast 9:45, looking at a strong storm developing in the Cape Girardeau County region. So again, a couple of spin-ups is possible. Still very strong winds. Now these storms will move and they will gather into a line. This is about 11 o'clock now, so if you are in bed, you might want to keep the TV on so we can give you alerts, because we will be watching these storms as they go throughout our area throughout the night. You might want to also keep your phone on hand, keep it charged. Once these storms pass the Mississippi River, they should start to decrease in strength. So Union City, a little strong storm there, but this is about 2 a.m., a lot weaker and exiting the heartland. So by Friday, we are just looking at clouds and some pretty strong wind gusts and some rain. Highs for today looking in the upper 60s and lower 70s, and the lows for tomorrow, we are just looking on a wide spread here. It's going to be a little bit chilly. Here's that 7-day forecast for you. Things should start warming up again once we get into the next work week.